One of the most talked about movies at this year's Sundance Film Festival was Band-Aid. The romantic comedy features CBS's Life in Pieces star Zoe Lister-Jones and actor Adam Pally as a couple who can't stop fighting. In a last-ditch effort to save their marriage, they turn disputes into songs and start a band. Here's a clip.
Top fights. All time. Okay. Dishes is big, obviously. That's a big one.
You seem to have like a general problem with like my grooming.
Yeah, for sure. That's spot on.
Issue.
Yeah. But I feel like grooming and dishes can kind of go together, so it's maybe just like a cleanliness thing.
Okay. I don't want to point any fingers here, but I think you can be a little judgmental.
Okay, sure. I can see that. I will see you're judgmental, and I will raise you you being lazy.
Okay, you're uptight.
You're distracted.
Sure.
Along with her starring role in the film, Zoe Lister-Jones is also Band-Aid's writer, director, and producer. Zoe and co-star Adam Pally join us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Before we even get to the three hats that you wore, is it true that you met each other at a party and you just knew he would be the right person to play your husband?
We did meet at a party. I mean, I had admired Adam's work from afar for many years, but we did meet at a party, and we were like, he somehow heard, we were talking about how I didn't really drink, and then like an hour later he brought me a glass of water, and clearly chivalry is dead, because that was like enough for me to be like, do you want to work with me?
He might bring me water on the set.
Yeah, all I need is to be hydrated, and you'll get the part.
Yeah, if it was that easy in the rest of my career, I'd be Matt Damon.
So talk about how this film came about, because I was very interested in sort of reading your statement about where this all grew from, and the fact that in relationships among all your friends, you see this sort of common thread that you wanted to tug at.
Yeah, I mean, I think every couple fights, but so few couples are willing to share those personal intricacies of their relationships, even with their closest friends, because there's a lot of shame and judgment. And when I started to talk to my friends about what they were fighting about, it sort of came to my attention that we're all fighting about the same nonsense generally. And I think there's a lot of relief in knowing the universality of all of the squabbles that we face.
And Adam, could you then, were you able to sort of pull from your own marriage and put things in there and go off script?
Yeah, well, you didn't need to go off script that much because Zoe's script was so tight, and we were mostly on book, but you're definitely able to pull from your own relationship. If you've been married, then you've fought about dumb stuff and not dumb stuff. So
maybe not written a song about it.
Yeah, maybe not written a song about it, although I have written a bunch of graffiti about my wife. And
you gotta tell me more about it. Find that.
My wife, yeah, I have a tag for my wife.
What is it?
Too Jewish to complain.
That's a long tag.
That's impossible.
I need a lot of wall space. I need a lot of wall, and several cans. Can't just do one can.
I make up for her lack of complaining.
Yeah, that's good.
So
Yeah.
this is the first time you've worn all three hats: director, actor, writer. What was that like?
It was amazing. It actually exceeded all of my expectations. It was, obviously, there are many challenges that come with it, but I was working with such amazing people and had this incredible crew, and it was just a lot of fun, actually.
Did you actually play the instruments?
We did, yeah. We play all of the music live in the movie.
You've both been in bands before.
Yep, yeah.
High school bands. There's
That
a real
counts. Not really, no?
Well, I mean, like, I guess it counts. I mean, my band's played in front of the side of a garage door. That was like our biggest audience.
A garage band.
Garage bands, yeah, garage bands.
Do you guys remember your high school band names?
I know Adam's high school band.
My first high school band's name was Pure, like water, or the Aryan race. And then my second band name was Inbred Jed, which was just
There's a reason that didn't catch on.
Yeah.
It's just the most like high school band name to be like Inbred Jed, and then in your head you're like, that's gonna be on T-shirts everywhere.
In our Saturday session, Inbred Jet.
Yeah.
Zoe, there was so much made also of this being an all-female crew that you brought in to do it. So you write, you direct, you're acting in it. Why did you want to do that?
Well, I think in my experience both in front of the camera and behind it, I obviously became aware of how underrepresented women were on film and TV crews, and so I wanted to create opportunities for women in departments where they're rarely afforded them. And then also just like on a personal and artistic level, I just wanted to see what it would feel like to make
And
a
how did it
movie.
feel?
It felt awesome. It was like this crazy utopian
Yeah.
dream.
Adam's nodding.
Yeah.
It changed my life in a lot of ways. It just the getting to see that from that angle, and getting to feel a little bit about how hard it may be for women when they're not in an environment that is.
So being the only man.
It was
Which
great.
you were a lot of the time on this.
Most of the time,
Yeah.
and it was great. I mean, it's one of the things about making this movie that I think I will keep, with me for a long time. Besides that sweet guitar,
You let him keep it?
No.
I have plans to take it back.
You actually, you were admiring this desk, but I know you've sort of been in this hosting role. You did the Late Show, is that right?
Yes, I guest hosted the Late Show, which I guess maybe after my Aryan race joke, you guys couldn't tell.
We have a clip, though.
but-
show you a clip.
You have a clip
Yeah.
of my Aryan race joke?
No, we have a clip of
Because that
the
happened
Late
2
Show.
seconds ago and did not go well.
Yeah, keep talking about it though.
We're gonna look at this clip. Hold on a sec.
Hello, America. My name is Adam Pally. Let's all acknowledge something together, that as far as Late Show guest hosts are concerned, I'm an odd choice, not a great fit. For those of you who don't know who I am, I was on a show called Happy Endings and can currently be seen on a show called The Mindy Project. Two critically acclaimed and spottily viewed shows.
We got the jokes there.
Yeah. What was I thinking guest hosting that the day after I got back from a month-long trip in Europe? With I was riding the rails like a college student.
Yeah. It was a good look for you.
Yeah.
It looked
I
so
liked it.
weird. I looked like I
You
lived.
look like Joaquin Phoenix when he was like doing that documentary.
Yeah, I looked like Joaquin
little
Phoenix. I looked like Joaquin Phoenix having a documentary.
A little less. Well, Zoe, Adam, thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
joining
much.
us. Band-Aid is currently playing in select theaters across the country and is available on demand.